Hi there. Welcome back to Japan, everyone. Say hello if you're in the room. Hello. Is everyone there? Is everyone there? Hello. Oh, there's more light. Oh my God. Look at all the light. It's so bright in here now. I think I might actually go blind. Oh, there we go. I'm more illuminated than I think is ever a wise idea. So hey PK, how you doing? Hello everyone. Welcome. Oh my God, it's so bright. Let's bring this one around here a bit more. Incredibly bright lights. If it goes down too low, I'll start looking like I'm presenting some kind of Halloween special. Yeah, let's see. What's it look like if all the lights are below my face? Oh, oh my God, that's much more creepy. I think we can all agree that the lights should not be below my face. Let's put them back there. All right, so you guys are probably seeing there is a bit of a concept that's going to be going through with this video. Hey Harry, hello everyone, welcome in. We're going to be trying a little bit of an experiment here, and I think this is something that could turn out to be quite a lot of fun. Hi Sven, hi everyone, welcome in. I think this is going to be something which could be quite interesting. Now, there have been a lot of conversations in our Discord about songwriting, and I found this quite amusing a lot of the time because you guys were talking about how a lot of different bands write songs. And the truth is that there is, as I'm sure you can probably imagine, no right and no wrong way to write a song. If it works, it works. The best songs, they always say, just suddenly come to you in a moment of glory and they come to you fully formed. That's true. Sometimes you'll just be sitting there and an amazing song will just come into your head, fully fledged, lyrics, everything, arrangement, and then you have that rush where you've got to get somewhere to write it down or put it on a memory recorder before it's all done. But sometimes, sometimes you'd be writing in a very methodical way, and sometimes you just know you have to write something. And this is the best bit with contract writing. You know you have to write something, but you just don't have an inspiration. You've got to work out how to do it. Now, there are some little games and things that you can do that can help you write a song. And so what I want us to do here is, well, by the way, I'm just going to answer Hannah's question. Hi, my guest, no, can't play instrument, can't play Monopoly. None of you have to play anything to do this, and yet you can all be very involved in making this song without playing, singing, or doing anything musical at all. And that's kind of my point. I'm going to show you really how easy it is to make music, to make a fully fledged song without having any musical talent, or maybe you do have some musical talent you want to lend to this project, that's fine. This is going to take place over a few videos. If we get off to a good start, we'll see how we start off on this, and if it goes well, then we're going to hopefully break this into a few videos, and maybe over the course of like a month or two, maybe we make a few songs, maybe we can make one song, see how it goes. This is a project that I want to let grow organically. Yes, I am using my glass that for some reason when I bought it has G Life written on it. This is my G Life glass. And of course, we're going for, I didn't mean to hold the can like that. This is not paid promotion. But oh man, actually, that comes out looking good. That's a good glass of beer. Thank you very much, Santori. No paid advertising. So what we're going to do in this chat is I'm going to take you through a few things, like little games and things that we can play, which are going to help us put together the song. Or at least start putting together the song. I've got a guitar ready to go as well. I should point out this guitar actually, well, I shouldn't have left the recycle sticker on there to show it was from a secondhand shop. This guitar is a present for someone very, 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 very special. However, it's the only good acoustic guitar I have in the building at the moment. So I am going to be, Kampai, thank you, Sven. I am going to be using this. I shouldn't be playing this, but I'm going to be using this just for this video to put together the idea for the song. So if it ever gets out that I used it before giving it to its intended recipient, I apologize. So there's a few things that we're going to do, like I say, little games we're going to play that will hopefully help us put together this song. Now, the first thing I want to point out is this song that we're going to write, because this is the first time we've done this project, I have no intentions that this song is going to be anything other than ridiculous, okay? We need to be very clear. This song is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. That's what we're going for. If we do this and it works well and everyone enjoys it, then maybe we can all band together to do something a little bit more serious somewhere down the line. But I'm going to start by let's start with something silly and a little bit crazy. Now, where do we begin? The first thing is that today I was thinking there are three things that I want to cover. First of all, is getting a chord pattern down, basic chord pattern, just a starting one. We can add more to it later. And the other thing is playing around with some ideas for lyrics. Now, lyrics is a fun one, because as I say, this is going to be a bit of a ridiculous song. There's going to be no pressure for it to mean anything. So we could kind of do, one of the things that is kind of fun thing to do is do like a bit of a pass the parcel with the lyrics. Basically, one person putting down a line, another person putting down a line, another person putting down a line, and just adding anything that rhymes and seeing where as it goes. That's one thing that we can do. I'm going to work on that in a minute. First of all, what I want to do though is I want to basically start with a chord pattern. Let's make a 4-chord song. We could well do. So here's what I want us to do. Can someone give me a short sentence? I want someone to give me a short sentence. It can be as ridiculous as it possible, whatever you want. Someone give me a short sentence that I can use to try and work out a chord pattern. Doesn't matter what it is. Pete's first album is being crowdsourced. We could go that direction. So someone give me the most absurd sentence you can think of, but relatively short. Let's see if someone can think of a nice absurd sentence. All right, first person who can think of something crazy, anything crazy, just the craziest sentence you can think of, pull it out of nowhere, not too long, put a few words into it. Who's going to come up with something? I just want a crazy sentence. Who can think of something? The builder next door knocked down our kitchen wall. There we go. We've started with the builder next door has knocked down our kitchen wall. Now, as you guys know, as you're probably aware, musical notes are made up of, well, there's a total of 12 in the Western scale, and 7 of them are the main notes that we refer to as basically A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Hannah's fantastic sentence to look for the presence of any of these letters. So what have we got? All right, so the builder, so TH, there's an E, T-H-E-B-U-I, oh, B, of course, E-B. That's a good start. E-B is a nice start. U-I-L-D-E. All right, we've got our first 4 chords sorted out. All right. And then what next? Just in case we want to add more of this. E, D. This is quite a consistent sentence. This is working very nicely. R, K, N, O. Oh, C. Ooh, interesting little change there. Nice writing, Hannah. K, E, D. All right. And then shall we move on to the next bit? Is there anything more? So down our, not many letters in here, but we got what, D, C, E, A. D, C, E, A. All right, so just from Hannah's little sentence there, just by pulling out the letters in order that are notes, we've got 3 chord progressions we can work from. All right, so the builder next door knocks down our kitchen wall. Let's see what we can get from that using the guitar. I haven't checked if the guitar's in tune. It is, good. So start with the E, B. I'm going to do this all in major chords first of all. Ooh. We can obviously change the tempo, the rhythm, do whatever we want with that. Now the next one, next progression I got, this was from, what point did we get to here? So that first bit, E, B, D, E, was the builder. Now we're moving on to next door knocked down. Oh no, next door knocked. Okay, so there's 5 notes in this, so we have to think about how the rhythm's going to go, because usually, normally when you're looking at a simple pop rock song, which is where we're going to start building this from, that kind of idea, a simple pop rock song, you're looking at 4 chord patterns, as Sven so nicely pointed out there. So let's take, for example, we've got here. Once again, we're starting from E, so this matches nicely again. But which notes are we going to go through faster? So we got. Okay. Something like that would probably be quite nice. So yeah, I like that. I think that's quite good. Okay, so that's our next bit. And then we've got DCEA. So DCEA, this is obviously going to be a bit of a change because whereas Hannah's first two chord progressions started from E, this one's starting from D. So this maybe could be like a bridge or something because you're going to feel this is feeling a bit different. Because obviously we've got the first bit is like and then the next bit's was it? And then, so when we move on to the next bit of Hannah's bit, which is down our kitchen wall, the bridge, we're going to go for something like a. Maybe doing that a bit slower, like a. I'll do that as a minor chord. After all, the wall is coming down. Okay, so there we got a simple starting point. As simple as that. Just from one sentence, we have a starting point. We have some chords to work from. Now, obviously, like I say, this could end up being a rock song, it could end up being a pop song, it could end up being a reggae song, it could end up being a dance song. We have no idea what this is going to be yet. It just means that we have a rough idea of how the backing chords are going to work. Just have a little look at what everyone's just saying before I carry on with the next bit. So not enough chords, says CMC. Yeah, don't mind. We can with 3 progressions to begin with. They are quite complementary progressions as well. I was wondering how that was going to go. So all the connection said it was unstable. Hope you guys can still see me. Might not be enough chords. It's going to cost more than enough money. It's going to cost more than enough money. By the way, I should point out, no one's making any money from this project, me included. All right. So the finished product will be freely available for you to all listen, download, and do whatever you want with. And I'll stick all your names all over it as well to give you credit for what you did. So don't worry, no one's going to get ripped off in this. Not going to run off and make a #1 single out of your ideas. Plus the video evidence will be all over the internet. So yeah, there's a little bit of lag there, Harry. I noticed that as well. Can you guys just let me know? Are you still able to see me? Am I back? Is it all good? Is it all good? Is it all good? Tentative song title. The I Am Shit Scared of Bears Blue. All right. Let's put this in there. I'm going to start writing down some of the things that you guys are saying because some of this, we can come back to this later. So let's get a separate sheet. So we've got the proposed name. The I might have to take out the profanity. Depends on how YouTube likes to play it. Scared of Bears Blues. And just to reiterate, Hannah's sentence was the builder next door knocked down our kitchen wall. So I'm going to write a note of that. Builder next door knocked down our kitchen wall. So this is all nicely recorded where we know where everything was sourced from. So let's have a look. See what have we got. There's a lot of comments coming in now. It's a good start. Oh no, you stupid sentence, Dan. That's the dumbest one I've ever heard this week. It happened. It's there now. Can see you again. Oh good. But I like penguins a lot. Oh, squeak even. Fantastic. Okay. So the next thing is this is where it's going to get a bit more complicated. This is where I'm going to need you guys to step in and give me a little bit more of a hand. I want us to try. This is something that usually it's kind of like a fun game. It's usually actually a bit of a drinking game, but hey, I've got a drink. You can sort of do a pass the parcel with the lyrics. Now, this is going to require, all it requires is for you guys to think of words that rhyme. All right, rhyming words. Okay, so what I need randomly out of nowhere. So I'm just clapping because I was told to. Sorry, CMC. Okay, so who can think of, this doesn't have to rhyme with anything, who can think of a first line for the song? We've had some pretty fun sentences coming in here. Someone give me a first line for the song. It can be anything. Like I say, this song doesn't have to mean anything. This song can be total and utter lyrical trash. No one minds. So, can anyone think of a first line for the song? It can be as ridiculous, as stupid as you want, preferably not a sentence that we've already had. Who's going to give me a first line for the song? Make it crazy. It doesn't bother me one bit. As crazy or as sane as you want it to be. I am writing with the help of a piece of cardboard. I woke up this morning with the bad bear blues. Fine, I'm going with that. It's quite a long sentence. I'm going to go with that though. So I'm going to shorten it to I woke up with the bad bear blues. All right, so simply all someone has to do now, CMC's given us the first line, all someone has to do now, give me any line that rhymes with that. Doesn't even have to, it can be, like I say, we can go totally crazy on this one because this first song is just an example of how you can put together the basic theory of a song without any real need for, you know, years of music university or whatever. That's what we're going through, and we're starting it today. So who can think of any line, it could be connected or otherwise, that rhymes with, basically finishes on a word that rhymes with blues? What words rhyme with blues? There's lots of words that rhyme with blues. Lose, shoes, snooze, cruise, flues, news, booze, G-Life. Oh. Well, CMC's given us the first line. I want someone else to contribute the second line. Can someone jump in with a line that rhymes? I know we've got at least a few people with a talky habit in this chat who can give me something. Oh, what's this? This isn't the morning I'd choose. Good. This isn't the morning I'd choose. We're going to keep on rhyming, if possible, with ooze for a little bit longer, and then we're going to switch up the rhyme. So remember, there's lots of things that rhyme with ooze. So can anyone give me another ooze rhyming sentence? Another ooze rhyming sentence. Another sentence that rhymes with the ooze. So we've got the blues. We've got the choose. CMC, you can come back in on this one if you want to now. We just can't have two consecutive lines by the same person. So who's going to come in with the next line? Who's going to give the next line? Who's going to come in with the next line? I'm just going to put a little note of who wrote each line next to it, just because I can. There we go. So lines written by CMC will be credited CMC. Lines written by Hannah will be credited Han. There we go. This is the direction we're going in. So we're going to try and get the first few lines out. Anyone can think of a next line to go in. Anyone can think of a next line to go in with this. Any theories? Any theories? Any thoughts? I'm going to get the clock up. I'm going to give 2 minutes on this one. 2 minutes for each. I think 2 minutes for each line is pretty good. Oh, what have we got? Oh, wow. Okay. From a can. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take both of those lines. Oh, okay. We've got 3 lines. Okay, everyone stop for a second. We've got 3 lines. I've got to work with this now. So, let's have a look at this. CMC, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to jump over you because you've got the first line, and I'm going to come back to what you've got in there. Okay. So, Harry, you've got, I jumped out of bed with no time to lose. Okay. I think what I might do, I might switch Sven's line around because it's a bit shorter. I'll put that before. So on, oh, that side of the pen does not work. On the TV, on the TV, I saw a show with Tom Cruise. I saw a show with Tom Cruise. He's so gonna sue me. He loves suing people, except that he'll sue Sven. I jumped out of bed with no time to lose. That's quite funny coming after that line. It's like you're trying to run away from Tom Cruise. All right, so Hello Motto's just added one, so I think we're going to keep on going actually from this. Okay. So I've got Sven's line in there. Let me give Sven a bit of credit on the notes. So Sven. Okay, SV. The S looks really weird. I've done it badly. So because of the order, I think I need to put in Motto's line next. I changed from you. Okay, so I changed the channel to the headline news. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to Harry's line. I changed the channel to the headline news. And that is from our dear friend Hello Motto. Okay, so then I'll come back to, so which one should we do next? Drink some coffee from a can, go ready to cruise. That's going to come after Harry's line, so because we're still in bed at this point. So Harry's the one who gets us out of bed. I jumped. I jumped out of bed with no time to lose. Jumped out of bed with no time to lose. Yes, certainly. I do think that CMC set us in a real blues direction with this one. Blues is the most natural thing to write in this form. So that's the Harry line. Okay, so what have we got there? We've got down to this point. We jumped out of bed. Then CMC's got us drinking some coffee. So I drank some coffee from a can, got ready to cruise. Coffee from a can. Got ready to cruise. I could type this and it would be quicker, but I kind of like the idea of having this written down because this will all be part of what I want to put together when we finish this, because I can lyric video straight off of what you guys have given me and everything. It'd be quite fun. So we got a few more lines since then. So I'm making sure I haven't missed anything, because I was only expecting a few lines, but you guys have come with so many that I've got to keep up with them now. So by the way, at this point, no more lines quite yet, because I think we've got enough to fill out a verse at this point. So we'll change things up in a second. So no more lines on the ooze. Let's just see what we got here. Hokkaido Bear Blues, down in the country, nothing to lose. Found it hard to run. I'd forgotten my shoe. All right. So we got lose again. Lose rhymes with Harry's line directly, and then we got lose and lose. So let's see how it goes. Woke up with the Bad Bear Blues. This isn't the morning I choose. On the TV, I saw a show with Tom Cruise. I changed the channel to the headline news. I jumped out of bed with no time to lose. Drank some coffee from a can. Got ready to cruise. Hokkaido Bear Blues, down in the country. Nothing to lose. Might be a bit long. Sorry about this, by the way. I will have to occasionally sort of pull back on lines. If we've got several lines by one person, I might pull back on one line just to make it fit. So I'm going to hold, CMC, again, I'm going to hold your line. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Drink some coffee from a can. Got ready to cruise. Found it hard to run. I forgot my shoes. I'll put that in there. Oh, all right. So that comes in next. Found it hard to run. I'd forgotten my shoes. All right, so basically CMC's line is going to now wrap out the verse, because this is the last line we need to complete this verse. We're down to 16 lines, which is a good place to run it, and then we'll move into the next part of the song. It's coffee, beer, and rent to pay. Those damn bears are screwed. Okay. I'm liking where this is going. So, okay. I think I'm going to go for that line, CMC. I think that one fits a bit better because you got screwed, which is one that we haven't used yet. That's a rhyme that we haven't used in this yet. So, I find it hard to run. I've forgotten my shoes. Coffee, beer, rent. Oh, keep on using the wrong side of the pen. Like one side works, the other side doesn't. You have to use it in the right corner. Coffee, beer, rent to pay. All right, CMC, I'm gonna ask you for some clarity on the line so I know how we're gonna use it. When you say those damn bears are screwed, are you implying that the bears, that because of the woes in your mourning, you are angry at the bears and thus you are going to take vengeance upon them? Or are you implying that the bears are in fact the landlord or the people to whom you owe money? I'd be really interested to know because it just helps me give a little bit of context moving forward. I want the bears to be part of my crew. I'm holding that one. Not a lyric, but I imagine this is a punk song for some reason. I'm kind of getting that feeling as well. I'm going to start doing this mid-tempo. With any song, it's always good to start mid-tempo. Because if you find it with little gaps in between certain phrases or things that can be shortened, you can then speed it up. However, if you feel it's too weighty, you can slow it down. It's always good to start tempo around that sort of blues tempo. Like I say, blues is often the default style of writing for even people who don't listen to blues. And then so you start from like a blues folk direction, and then you sort of work it into the style you want it to be afterwards. So this is a good place to start. Please make the bear the landlord. Okay. CMC, are you cool with that? Because it is your line. Are we making it? Nope, just to buy necessities, the bear necessities. That doesn't really answer the question. That's more like a pun. You gave me a pun. No, just had to buy necessities, the bear necessities. So if the bears get in my way, they're screwed. That could be really hard to translate into a song. It's a good pun. But I know that this is not true. There's some nice little lines from Sven. Sven, I'm going to put you. We've kind of run out of room for extra rhymes on that bit, but Sven, I'm going to put your lines on a separate page so that we can come back to them. We're going to need to start banking some lines in a separate page that we can come back to. So I want the bears to be part of my crew, but I know that this is not true. Okay. I want the bears to be part of my crew, but I know this won't come true. I'll say won't come true. There you go, just add it. Right. So I'm going to keep this piece of paper as like our banked lines. So if we get lines that are after we've already filled a verse that maybe work somewhere else down the line, we can keep those. Slow blues. Well, it can't be an A minor because we've already established that Hannah's chord pattern has us in E, but maybe an E minor. Not a line, an exclamation. Evening, Bubs. Evening. Welcome to the show. That's going to add a whole level of crazy to things, isn't it? So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Bubs makes of this. So I'm going to go back to have a look at Simsy's explanation again. Had to buy necessities, bare necessities. So if the bears get in my way. So yeah, I think that is kind of a way of saying. So what you're kind of saying, now I read that again, is what you're saying is that you're low on money. So if they get in your way, you're gonna, they're screwed because you're annoyed. Something along those lines. Like you're not in the mood for it today. Rent to pay. Okay, so we're gonna add bears in my way. Oh no, I'm running out of room on the paper. Getting right down to the bottom here. screwed in the tiniest way that I could. So that's CMC's line. Who found it hard to run? I think it was Hannah, wasn't it? Let's have a little look. I think that was Hannah's line. Yeah, that was Hannah's line. Okay. So we've got the first verse. We're only half an hour into the stream. We've already got lyrics for a first verse and everything. After writing this song, maybe you should contact the PFP members and see if they want to actually perform it as a fun side project during quarantine. Might actually get them to agree to boredom. That's the sort of thing I probably would do, actually. Maybe we can. Tim. Oh, missed that. Sorry. No, that's fine. Tim, please. By all means, throw in ideas. Your minor chord idea I quite like. We're starting in mid-tempo, starting in major, and then we can alter these things afterwards. In fact, I've only actually added one minor chord thus far. Bub's making a song. Think this is the back version of a teacher winning in a VCR because they're hungover. Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Don't know what you're talking about. This is fun, actually. I'm enjoying this. Like I say, I just want to reiterate for anyone who's just entered this, who's just thinking, the big thing I want you to take away from this is that, actually, I will quickly say this, just have a quick break here, just quickly mention. One of the things that I most found working with music when I was directly involved. So if it was a project that I was starting or a project that I was involved in any band that I was involved in or any project I was involved in, I kind of always tried to insist that there was one member of the group who had no musical talent. And the reason being is because if you've got someone who's got enthusiasm but no musical talent, they don't actually have to do anything hugely involved. I mean, you could sit behind a keyboard and just give them one note to play every now and then. It's more the fact that when you have someone who is not musically trained, they're not restrained. There's this big thing about when you work with really good quality musicians. They're so restrained. They have such a method. They have such a style. They do not allow themselves to go crazy. And sometimes you try and push them, do something different. And they look completely like you're asking them to do something that they don't understand. And this is so common. And I think the thing that people don't realize is that literally anyone can make music. Anyone can make the ingredients of music. Putting it together does require more experience, which is really the role I want to facilitate here. I want to sort of create fun ways that we can create all the elements of this song, and then I will put them together in a way that you guys can see it. I'll do little videos and things to show you. But this is something where I want everyone to be involved and just have fun, and we make something crazy, and then we do it again, and we have some fun. And every now and then on live tracks, we're making songs. So it's the idea that music does not have to be exclusively for people who are involved with music. You don't have to have gone to university. You don't have to be in a band. You don't have to be a singer-songwriter. You don't have to have worked in the industry. None of this actually matters. If you have a good idea, then it's good. I mean, like right now, there's that. There's some song doing around on TikTok which is like infectiously catchy and everyone's going crazy for it. And I'm pretty sure the guy who did it just sort of sat down with a microphone on his phone and recorded it in his bedroom or just while he was out walking. It doesn't matter. You can make fun music. Anyone can make fun music. And that's kind of what I want to get across here. I want us to make something good, and I will do my best to try and add all of the interesting things in a way that you can see to make it as high quality and as fun and cool at the end as possible. But I want it to all be from your ideas. So anyway, I just wanted to reiterate that for anyone who's just joining us now. And let's have a look at some of the things that have been mentioned before we pick up on more of this. Simpsy, me and the lady of the hose ready to roll. I need to bring her back sometime soon, don't I? She hasn't appeared on the new channel yet, poor lady. Tim, I'll record the thing, but I need to work on my setup. Hints welcome here on Facebook Messenger. Tim, if you want to be involved in actually recording the song in any way, shape, or form, please do. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing as we go on, which are going to be things where I'm going to be allowing people to, like I did with the chord pattern and how Hannah came up with the chord pattern just by giving me a sentence. There's going to be things I'm going to be doing which are going to be allowing people to do the production. So I'm going to be taking this pretty much all the way from concept recording all the way to completion, really on the equipment here. However, I mean, A, you can record an alternate version if you want. B, you can record bits that I can use in the song if you want to. be involved on whatever level you want to be. Like I say, I want this to be a project. We all come up together. We all feel kind of like we've had an involvement in musical experience or not. So we will talk about that more for sure. Hannah, let's keep this on brand. Bubs, I'm the one member of the group that's no talent back for everyone else. I'll get back to you on what the brand is. Sven, what kind of bridge the song will have? At the moment, I mean, obviously we've got a long way to go, but at the moment, the bridge of the song will be relying on the DCEA. DCEA, because the thing is, you notice that the first two chord patterns that we have both start from E, which makes them sit quite comfortably with each other. Now, I could move this to be a bridge, or this could become a pre-chorus. It could go before a chorus. It could do something interesting like that. Now, this one is a five-note progression. And this one's interesting because as it's a five-note progression, it gives it more of an interesting rhythm than the other two. I have to do something a bit different, which makes it more suitable maybe for something which we're going to come back to, maybe a chorus, maybe even the verse. So that will definitely be a repeated part of the song. But we can add more to that later. We'll see how things go. We'll develop it. I mean, another thing is you're going to get to enjoy seeing how songs develop, how you change things with time, how you move them forward to completion. So there's a lot of cool stuff like that we're going to be coming around to. CMC is just saying needs a Bubs death metal verse of Counterpoint. I pretty much can assure you that Bubs can offer us something very interesting on vocals. We'll get to that later. That's more of a finishing touch. I'm sure Bubs is going to be able to give us something interesting for this song. I have no doubt about that. Sven, you can make a break a song in the bridge. Yeah, you're damn right. Quoting my phrase back at me. I appreciate it. I love it when people remember what I say. It means that my rantings are getting through. I'll drink to that. All right. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. I'm going to read through this. By the way, I wasn't expecting something to come through quite as coherent as this. I love how coherent this has actually been. So you guys are doing amazing well so far. I woke up with the Bad Bear Blues. This isn't the morning I'd choose. On the TV, I saw a show with Tom Cruise. I changed the channel to the headline news. I jumped out of bed with no time to lose. Drank some coffee from a can, got ready to cruise. Found it hard to run. I've forgotten my shoes. Coffee, beer, rent to pay. Bears in my way better be. Oh, bears in my way would be screwed. I like that. I like that. I like the way that the rhythm shifts up. It's got a good feeling already. You guys are doing a fantastic job on this. So, not enough use of the word pop. Well, there's a way that pop could be included in this. We'll come back to that later. We'll come back to that later for sure. But there's like I say, it's not even like this has to be one song. If we enjoy doing a good song, we can do a few of them. We can end up making a channel EP. Let's just see how the first one goes first, yeah? All right. So, I like this. Now, what we have to come back to is the idea of what is going to come next. Now, let me just have a little look at what everyone's saying. What means ass in German? We have to be careful about releasing this in Germany then, won't we? Hannah, can we have a Bubs version of Plot in the Pot by Milk Banana for the piece? Oh, man. Yes, is all I'm going to say to that. I don't know how, but we're gonna work on that. All right. So we got this. I like this. I think this is a good start. I think probably the best place to work on now. We've got a good theme going. I like this. We've got a guy, possibly me, he's woke up in bed. He's having a bad day. You know, he's switched on the TV. There's some Tom Cruise on there. He's switched it off because the news is probably depressing him. Jumped out of bed, got some coffee. He's forgotten his shoes and he's out there like thinking, man, I haven't got enough money. There's going to be bears in my way. So let's work on to a second verse, people. A second verse. Now, in this second verse, maybe our character should come into some sort of confrontation with a bear. So who wants to give me a first line? Who's going to start with it? Maybe we should have a line about being outside the house, you know, set the scene. Can someone give me a first line? Preferably don't rhyme it with this. I don't want to have another ooze because we've used up all the ooze. Let's think of a different sentence to start this one off with. So who can give me a first line for the second verse? All right. some good comments. Let's read some of these comments here. On my phone, as I open the door. Still no brighter on my phone as I open the door. Is that the opening line? Kind of goes. So harsh, like. All right, I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, door's a good one to rhyme with. So, still no brighter on my phone as I open the door. Oh, wrong side of the pen again. Oh, both sides are wrong. Maybe the pen isn't working. Oh, God. Is the pen dead? Maybe the pen's dead. I can use the other tip. Still no brighter on my phone as I opened the door. All right, lots of things rhyme with door. You got like for, before, snore, floor, more, roar, war, tour, nor. Okay, so Hannah jumps in with the next 9. So not much cash in my pocket, feeling poor. That's nice. Builds on what CMC was saying. So let's just credit CMC for that line. Not much cash in my pocket. Come on. Feeling poor. All right. Store rhymes as well. Went to buy the record, but I realized I'm too poor. I just missed it on that one. Might have to come back to that. Might have to come back to that. This makes me upset, so I throw it on the floor. Okay, so everyone's responding to CMC's line, which means I might have to switch Hannah's line. So, switch this around a bit. Okay, so this makes me upset, so I throw it on the floor. Put that in now. Makes me upset. That's from PK. So I throw it on the floor. PK there. All right, so Moto, yeah, sorry, I want to put yours in, Moto. The only problem is because you've got poor and we've already got poor. I can't put that in quite yet. I might be able to put it in later, but at the moment I can't. All right, so there's no brighter on his phone. He's upset. Throws it on the floor. He's feeling poor. No, CMC, I'm not going to slag off bands. I'm not going to slag off bands. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to get the defamation of character or whatever it is against us. We have enough political cases. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Sorry, I have to skip that CMC. I can't be slagging people off, whoever they are. Okay, so we need to have the confrontation with the bear. So maybe someone hears a roar, or maybe they're outside the store, or maybe they fall over on an apple core. On my way to the convenience, heard an awful roar. Okay, let's bring Harry into this one. Oh no, this pen's starting to die as well now. My way to Harry down as HAR, aren't I? Yeah. Need to get this correct. Real life isn't part of the law. Take my chicken leg and made that bear. Take my chicken leg and made that bear sore. Can you explain that? Take my chicken leg and made that bear sore. What? I really want to use that line. I want to understand it though. If you can explain how that line works, I will use it, CMC. I'm just trying to imagine a gigantic bear and a chicken leg. Are you suggesting that we beat up this bear with a chicken leg? Hannah has gone full French on me. We don't know what it means. All right, CMC, if that's what you're really suggesting we're going for, I might think about that. All right, meeting bears in real life wasn't part of the law. I'm going to put that in, give Sven a start on that. Oh man, this pen is not doing me any favors. Have I got, I think the pen on the other side of my touchscreen is actually a real pen. I've never checked it. Oh no, it's not. I guess that should have been obvious. Why would you put ink into a touchscreen pen? Oh, actually, I've got a whole barrel of pens back there. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I kind of reach over you guys. I do apologize. Hope you don't see anything horrifying. So, one of these pens might work. I hope you guys aren't writing too fast. I'm still catching up with Sven's line. Oh, that's good. Meeting as in real life. All right, let's see what we've got to. So meeting bears. So what's Bob saying here? Eve, lyric E, awful raw, turned, and some hairy hungover bear who wants more in a chat with H. Nowhere near rhyming. I don't think you were trying to rhyme, were you? That's not a bear started. I started running out of the store. Okay. So I want to use CMC's making bears sore. We'll have to use that a little bit later, maybe. So we're setting a bit more context here. On my way to the conveni, heard an awful roar. Over there. Awful roar. Being bears in real life wasn't part of the law. Saw. I'm going to change it from saw the bear because we've got bear now a few times over. So I'll say when I saw it. Saw it. Should we have him drop something? What's he holding? He's already dropped his phone. What else can he drop? So when I saw it drop something and started running out of the store. Anyone think of something? It means I don't have the heart. Or I have no heart. I can't remember. Figured out. All right, Hannah, I might include that later on as kind of like a background thing. Let me just quickly put that in with the reserved lines I was using for Sven. So what is it? No. Halakwa. And it means something like, I'll Google Translate it probably. We can maybe have that appear after CMC's line about, about somewhat violating this animal. Drop keys. So where's Harry? Did I miss one of Harry's lines? No, I got Harry's line down. Harry's line is before yours, actually. Thank you for mentioning that, but I've got that. That's cool. Let me just see where I'm at. So wasn't part of the law. Didn't actually manage to move anything on from that. So let's just see where we got to. Oh yeah. So when I saw it, dropped the keys. Yeah, that makes your day even worse. Maybe that can come around at the end after all the bad things happen. He's dropped his keys and he can't get to his house. When I saw it drop my keys and ran out of the store, maybe away from the store. We'll work on that later. I got that line from Pico, didn't I? Yeah, Pico gave me that line. Okay. All right, so we ran out of the store. Still coming back. CMC's going to close this by shoving a chicken leg up his butt. Bubs, my life flashes chest sore, nearly filling my drawers. I like that. Life flashes chest sore. Filling my drawers. That's a Bubs line right there. Hit him so hard his mama was sore. You know what? Actually, wait a second. There is a rule by which you can use non-rhyming lines. Just checking if we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't use it here. All right, we might have to have an extended second verse. Nothing wrong with that. Let's have a look at some of the other lines, and I'm going to put them back in order. I'm glad I don't pay attention to the lyrics and songs because this is going to be some. Damn right. Damn right. It's going to be something quite interesting. All right. So we can have something about. So at this point, we're at my life flashes chest sore, and then he's filling my drawers. Something about how does it never happen before? Can we use it like a before? Something to set the tone, because this next line has to be the last line of the 8-line section, or 16 line. Bear looked up and the road turned. Because I want to come around to CMC's giving me closing moves on this bear, and I want to close out this with what CMC's saying. But first, I have to round off this little bit. So I need a line that comes in here. So at this point, we've got this bit where we're being chased, we're scared. So we need to have a line that's going to turn this round and actually turn this into a fight. What's the line that's going to turn us from running scared into turning around and accepting the challenge of this bear? Can anyone tell me what the line is that's going to change? We need a good line, a powerful line that turns this song around and sets us up for the fight. I'm thinking the best rhyme that we haven't used thus far, I think, is before, but I can't think exactly how the best way to use it. I don't want to lead you guys. I want you guys to give me the lyrics, because these are solid gold. This is our hardest point, though. This is our hardest segue so far. So I'm going to have to look and see who can give me the best way of rounding this out. A good way of rounding this out and turning us into a line that turns us from nearly pooping our drawers to being ready to fight the bear. What line are we going to throw in? Have a little think, guys. We're doing a fantastic job thus far. I love how much we got on this. That's brilliant. Love that. Hannah, fantastic line. Ignore. What brilliant. I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that at all. This damn bear's moving fast and too close to ignore. I'm going to say coming closer, just to sort of set the fact that things are turning around. Dan Bear's coming closer. Now too hard to ignore. Brilliant line, Hannah. Thank you. That fixed that problem. Let's have a couple of others came in as well. Reached in my coat and poop up 44. CMC, all of yours, I thought I had bear hate. You've got major bear hate. You've stuck a chicken leg up his ass. You smacked it in the face so hard his mama can feel it, and now you're about to pull a gun on it. This is some serious rage mode that CMC is going into. I love it. Bubs, before I become a chew toy for this bear, I smile and scream, the mighty four is here. Did you see where that falls apart? The mighty four is here. It is here. Sorry. You say I am the mighty four, but then again, that kind of, you know, the mighty four is not like you pull a 44. All right, so we got the 8-bar bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to round out the second verse with a like an extended bit for the second verse to include some of the finishing. This might be better off going into some sort of a bridge. Maybe like a bridge breakdown before the last chorus. All right, let's look at CMC's line. CMC's been working very hard on some aggressive lines. So what have we got from CMC? I'm just going to catalogue them before we put them in order. Hit him so hard, his mum was sore. Yeah. So hard, his mama felt. Oh my god. Reached in my pocket, pulled out the 44. Okay, so we need some fight from the bear. Maybe the bear's doing something with its paw. Can someone give me, because CMC's beating on this bear so hard. We need the bear to have some fight back. What's the bear doing? Reached in my... Something makes me think that this bear's going to end up on the floor. Someone's going to end up on the floor at this rate. Hannah saying, sounds like the bear's out on a Friday night in Dublin. I think the Bubs can speak on that. All right, guys. Who's gonna give me something to follow this up? So I want something of a bit of a fight back from the bear here. Like I say, we can use the word paw, more, score, claw. Ooh, that's another good one. There's some good words. You guys are coming up with some amazing rhymes for this. The bear swipes a claw ready to turn me to gore. The bear swipes a claw ready to turn me to gore. Ooh. That's a good line. Like you're getting some double rhyming lines here as well. This is fantastic. The bear swipes a claw. Just for syllable's sake, I'm going to change that to the bear swipes a claw about to turn me to gore. Just makes it bounce a bit better. This pen is really messy. I've just noticed it's leaving black spots. I don't know if you can see this. All over the paper, it's leaving black spots where I'm not even writing. About to turn. Cool. That was a Harry line, that was. All right, let's put that in there as well. What else have we got? Sorry, I read CMC's line before I had a chance to see where I was on the chat. Kicked him in the ball so hard, it wanted no more. That's CMC, you've got some bear rage. I thought I was bad. You need to take charge on this. You need to take point on this. He fought back and scratched me with his claw. That's good. Fought the claw and the all but one. Bubs, we need to talk about what rhyming is. You've got these really wonderful like ideas, and then I get to the last word, and the last word never rhymes. It's fight so weak it's barely fall to the floor. Ooh. Ooh, these are interesting. How are we going to do this? So spelled that word wrong. So I have Harry's line go first. And then, what about that? Problem is that I want to use PK's line, but we've already got claw now as an internal rhyme, so I can't use claw again. I might go for Hannah's line on this one. Sorry about this. Sometimes I will have to be a little bit on the piggy side. So and this line, right? So weak belly foot to the floor. And then we can close that out with CMC's line. Change one of claws to paw. That's a good point. CMC, no, we're not adding a dinosaur to this. What's wrong with you? So let's change PK's paw to claw to a paw. So I'm going to scratch move his paw. And then okay, that's good. So we've got PK's line in now. So CMC channeling Tenacious D is getting a little bit of a of that sort of feel to it. So all right. So we got here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we can go in for so we're going in for the finishing move where kicked him in the ball so hard he wanted no more. Oh my god. All right, can I suggest a way that we can finish this one out? I have to finish this part of narrative out, and I think I know how we can do this. So I'm going to throw in 2 lines. If you guys don't mind, if you guys are okay, I'm going to throw in some lines to close this out. Is that all right? Let me know. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to throw in some last 2 lines just to round this one out. Because we're just basically coming to the end of the story there. Is it all right if I just put in the next couple of lines myself here, just to round the story out? Go ahead, boss. Thank you. I'll take Harry's word for it. Okay. I don't know how to spell that word. All right, we have done a lot more than I expected. So I'm really blown away just by how cool this is, how imaginative this is, how great you guys have done. This makes me feel really confident that we're going to be able to do a lot more of this. I have banked some extra lines. Like I say, we're open for edits because we're going to finish this video soon. There's one very important thing that I want you guys to do before the end of this video. But first of all, I'm going to read you through what we've got. Now, this might be 3 verses, or it might be 2 verses, a bridge. It might be whatever we want it to be, but it makes a nice little pattern, and I love it. I love the whole pattern of it. It's just really cool. So let me start at the beginning. I'm going to read you through what we've got so far, and thank you everyone for saying okay for that. Cool. I just ran it out. I might have to refine what I've written, but I basically rounded it out for you in a way that I think works. So basically, the first verse, I'm assuming. I woke up with the bad bear blues. This isn't the morning I'd choose. On the TV, I saw a show with Tom Cruise. I changed the channel to the headline news. I jumped out of bed with no time to lose, drank some coffee from a can, got ready to cruise. Found it hard to run, I'd forgotten my shoes, coffee, beer, rent to pay. There's my way, would be screwed. All right, so we're on a good start for this. All right, now we move on to the second verse. Still no brighter on my phone as I open the door. This makes me upset, so I throw it on the floor. Not much cash in my pocket, feeling poor. On my way to the convenience, heard an awful roar. Meeting bears in real life wasn't part of the law. When I saw it, dropped my keys and ran out of the store. My life flashes, chest sore. Are you filling my drawers? This damn bear's coming closer. Now too hard to ignore. This is good. It's going to play out a slightly slower tempo. I am reading it a bit fast, but you get where I'm going with this. Quote the bear. nice bit of a Poe from there. I like that. This is how Primus wrote their songs. This is probably how Primus wrote their songs. All right. So I had to turn the line down a bit here. So the bear swipes a claw, about to turn me to gore. Hit him so hard his mama felt sore. His fight so weak, Betty fell to the floor, but he fought back and scratched me with his paw. Kicked him in the ball so hard, he wanted no more. The bear took a rest, just squirming on the floor. I went home, but was locked out. Lost the keys to my door. There we go. I think we got the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can run that out nicely. I'll add a few more syllables to the line just to make it fit with the rhythm of it better. But there we go. There's the verses. Now we've obviously got a lot of work to do. We've got verses. We've got a chord pattern. We're going to have to work on a chorus. That's going to be something we'll do later. Don't worry. I don't remember who PFP signed as their vocalist, but whoever it is, I'll be interested in hearing these vocals. Who Primus Suck or Don't is up to them, surely. Eurovision 2020, here we come. Some good stuff. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is, before we round this one out, because we're going to finish this one quite soon, we've got started. Hannah has helped to come up with a chord pattern. Maybe more will be added. We've got lyrics. More will be added with the choruses. Maybe there'll be an additional bridge. Maybe that is the bridge. Maybe it's not. We'll see how that goes. One of the things that I want you to do now, we have to make the first steps towards doing the production for this song. And I'm going to ask you to do something which is really, really strange here. But this, if you like, is kind of like your song homework. You don't have to do it, but if you do something for this, it's going to be seriously cool. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to give you my email address, the new email address for the channel, because obviously after we changed the YouTube channel, we also changed the Gmail address that we were using to the YouTube. So I'm going to give you that. And I want you to keep this. This is really important. If anyone wants to add anything musically to this song, you absolutely can. Wait till we've got through the planning process first of all. Once we've got the bare basics of how the song's going to sound, and we start recording like bottom layers to it, then I'll start handing out like things that people can add additional bits to. So if you've got ideas for things you want to add to the song, that's great. I really want you to do that, but just wait till we got a little bit further into production. What I'm going to do here though, first of all, let me just copy down our new email address. So it's backabroadcastchannel@gmail.com. I'm going to pop that in here. All right. Now this bit, sorry, it seems to have separated the Backer Broadcast name, but yeah, backabroadcastchannel@gmail.com. Take this because you're going to need it. Now, what I want you to do, don't worry about quality of recording, don't worry about any of that. You to look at your mobile phones or whatever you've got that you take around with you that has like an audio recording device. It can be like the memo recorder on a phone. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be good quality. Don't worry about that. Like all of these things on here, you'll be surprised how much we can achieve with very little. Whatever the quality you're working with, if you've got a microphone connected to an electronic device, take that with you. Now, what I want you to do is if you hear any interesting sounds in the next few days, I'd like you to record them and send them to me. These are like small sounds, not like sort of long minute recordings, just sounds that last a few seconds. It could be your neighbor's car alarm. It could be the sound of an annoying bird that hangs out outside your window. It could be just anything, so long as it's not a licensed sound, you know, like you're not nicking something out of someone's recording or something like that. If you hear any interesting sound, it could be a door that squeaks annoyingly in your house. It could be the kettle. It could be someone outside who's constantly shouting. It could be anything that you want, that you hear, that you think will be interesting. Just an interesting sound. It doesn't have to be musical. It doesn't have to be anything. I want you to record that sound. Like I say, we're not looking for long recordings. We're just looking for recordings for a few seconds. You can do a long recording if you want me to pick certain sounds out of it, but if you do, tell me what they are. Get that, record it on your memo recorder, whatever it is, and I want you to send that to the email address that I've just given you there. The Backer Broadcast Channel, I need to get it right. backabroadcastchannel@gmail.com. Send it through to there. You will understand why. I'm going to do a separate video showing you what I do with those parts. But those sounds are going to be something which are going to be really fun to work with, and we're going to do something really cool with them. So whatever it is, however bizarre, send that sound to me. You can send me a ton of them. Send me as much as you want. Send me a library of sounds if you want. Just send me anything you can. The more we get, the better. If you find one sound, great. If you find 10 or 20 sounds, great. Look for sounds that are genuinely interesting, that you think, oh, that's kind of cool. It could be something that, you know, it could be like builders working outside and they're constantly dropping things. Anything that you think, hey, that's an interesting sound, send it to me. So let's have a look. Hannah, so I'm so going to click and edit one of your many instrumental impressions. Like I say, as much as that is funny and as much as I love that, please do not take anything from pre-existing recordings, even ones on this channel. I want these all to be fresh and original. I like the idea. I do love the idea. That might be something we do play around with later. But for now, don't do that. For now, look for fresh sounds. But yes, that's quite a good idea. That might be something we come back to later. Motto saying, we're going full John Cage, David Townsend farting noises. I'll give you an idea. There was a project that I did. Some of you have heard some of the music that I've worked with just for my own fun before. I did some projects where I basically traveled around, and if I went to a city that I'd never been to before, I just memo recorded some interesting sounds. Anything interesting, like an interesting thing here or there, just a sound I heard. And I found it quite interesting later to compile them all into songs and in part of song production. And it was amazing how well it worked, just putting together random sounds and the amazingly weird, cool effects you can put in that just go into normal music. It's hard to explain. I will demonstrate it to you. I'm not going to do something totally freaky here. It's going to be something that's actually going to work quite based on the sounds we get, it's going to work quite nice and naturally in the context of the song. So please, guys, drop those. Like I say, I really am looking forward to hearing some cool stuff. So if you're up for that, you know, give a little thumbs up, pop something in the chat so I know that you understand and that you're cool to do it. Like I say, though, you've got a memo recorder app on your phone. Most people have something like that. Just anything like that, get it, share it, send it to my email. If you're having trouble sending it to me, then email me just to let me know that you're having trouble sending it to me, and I'll get back to you. Hopefully, I want to collect all of these sounds before next weekend, so that I got time to play with them. So just take your phone out of you, hear something interesting, pop the record. If you haven't got a memo recorder, you can just video whatever's making the sound, and then send me the video and I'll just extract the audio. That's another way of doing it. Thanks, TMC, for popping the Reddit link in there as well. Please do. If you're not on the Reddit, please do check it out. It's a great place. It's the best place to suggest songs, and I want to get some more interesting threads on there because it's a really good place to have some discussions. What I was saying, waiting for someone to record some Mongolian folk singing. If any of us could do it. Sven, I understand. Cool. Hannah, so after this, I can add Foley artist to my CV, right? Let's see how this goes. Thumbs up. That's an encouraging sign. If there's a thumbs up, then it means we're probably on the right route to updating your CV. All right, guys. So we've been jumping in this for an hour and a quarter. I've been really impressed with how things are going. I am so thankful for the wonderful stuff that we put together. This is going to make an awesome song somewhere down the line, maybe about a month down the line. We'll have a finished version. I'll keep you updated. Anything I do in private, which involves sort of mixing and things, I'll make videos and I'll post them so you can see everything I did. A lot of this, like all the ideas, everything will be come up with you guys on the live chats. Really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I am going to close this one out though now. Let's just see if there's any comments first. Oh, PK, not sure here anything interesting, but I'll try. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it doesn't have to be sort of anything world breaking. I mean, like I say, it could just be everyday sounds that you just think, that's like a distinct sound. I mean, like I say, there was one of the ones that I used once for a recording was literally a friend of mine, his car door. It was quite a thick door, so when it closed, it had like a sort of quite a chunky sound. It was actually quite interesting, and I recorded it. Ended up making a really good sort of complementary sound to a kick drum. Put it alongside it, and it made a really sort of nice, thick sound. It could be anything. You just listen to it, and go, interesting sound. Don't limit yourselves. Like I said, that's the whole point. Don't want you guys limiting yourselves on what you think's good. Just pull out whatever it is. And if you can put in there a little comment to tell me what the sounds are when you send them to me, that would be much appreciated as well, so I know what they are. But either way, just looking forward to hearing the sounds. Again, Harry, thanks for the Discord. That's where we're chatting all the time, so definitely make sure you get on there. CMC is saying ciao, ciao for now. I agree. Bubs is saying, see you later, boss. Thanks, Bubs, so much. It's great to have you in here. I'm looking forward to having more of you on the song, especially in the later stages. I'm going to bring you in for a bit of that. Guys, thank you so much. I am going to round this one out now. As always, if you've got any questions, you can maybe drop them to me in the Discord. It'd be a good idea, actually. And it's going to be really cool. So you'll have a great week, says Hannah. Like I was saying, take it easy. Thank you very much. It's been a really enjoyable chat. I enjoyed it greatly, and I can't wait for what we're going to achieve next week. It's going to be a lot of fun making this song. Thank you, Hannah, as well, for the sentence that gave us our initial chord pattern. All right, guys. Good night to PK as well. You have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Keep checking on the videos, and like I say, more live chat coming next weekend. But for now, later, Harry. Ciao, ciao.